Welcome back. You're watching a live and continuing coverage of the most exciting election India has seen in a very, very long time. A deeply bruising battle this. I want to talk now about the one issue that Mayawati is most upset about, because remember, if you've been watching TV over the past several weeks, you'd imagine that the Uttar Pradesh battle is a battle between the BJP on the one side and Rahul and Akhilesh on the other. But as you travel, especially in western Uttar Pradesh, the first conclusion you come to is, hey, it's not that simple. This is not a two-polar contest. There's also the elephant, the big, fat Mayawati elephant, which cannot be underrated. This is a triangular contest. Now, I want to bring in Vivek Kumar. He understands the BSP vote, understands Mayawati's politics very, very closely. Is this something that the BSP is very upset with, the kind of narrative that has been built by both sides, making it seem as if you got Modi, Amit Shah on the one side, Rahul, Akhilesh on the other, and Mayawati has been turfed out of the contest, but only in the opinion polls, only on TV or in the print, but not so much on the ground?
That's what I think. Actually, the reporters or the media has not gone to the grassroots. Specifically, I will give you one case that how her supporters have been hit by demonetization. Not even one story has come highlighting that, you know, these people, and I'm talking about...
So I must say that we've done some stories, but I would concede that the stories haven't been carried as prominently as, say, the SP Tamasha. But one of the reasons for that, Ajit, and you work with us at the Indian Radio Group, is that it's been this big political potboiler, the fight in the dynasties. Mayawati's candidate, on the other hand, have been quietly going about doing their work. She was the first one off the blocks, giving out tickets, and has been on the ground campaigning. And her rallies have got huge number of people listening to her.
No, not only her, but her other leaders. You know, Nasimuddin Siddiqui or his son, or you know, there are number of like Siddharth Ashok. They are all campaigning, but nobody has even dared to go to their hustings.
I completely agree. You know, Rahul. Mayawati is the most charismatic leader of Uttar Pradesh, period. Not even the chief minister, Akhilesh Yadav, is as charismatic as Mayawati.
Why do you say that?
The kind of crowds that she pulls. People come from far away Meerut if she is lecturing in Agra, for example. I was there. People have come all the way to listen to her without the help of the administration.
That's a good point. You know, it's a surreal experience, Sharad Pradhan, for somebody who's not attended a BSP rally to go and attend a BSP rally. See the discipline with which they march. They've got their own police force guiding people in terms of how to go. You're right, the administration is not helping as much or as actively, and you've got people coming in the lakhs. Even the BJP, for a rally being done by the Prime Minister, struggles to fill up huge grounds, which Mayawati seems to be able to fill up very quickly and very easily.
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, in Lucknow, it was in Mayawati's time that they built a rally ground. And I tell you, it's gigantic. And nobody other than Mayawati has the capacity to fill that place. It was only Modi on his last visit that the BJP managed to pull a huge crowd there. Otherwise, nobody else dares to hold a rally over there. So that's a fact that Mayawati continues to be a huge crowd puller. The only handicap this time appears to be the divide between the haves and have-nots on account of demonetization. And that, you know, that have-nots who have been openly praising Modi for demonetization, you know, is what has threatened Mayawati. Because that is, out of the have-nots, there is a chunk which has been a traditional Mayawati supporter. And if Mayawati appears to be losing out on her traditional vote bank, then her Muslim vote is also...
So this is a very, very interesting theme to build on, and I want to talk about that. But before that, I want to go across to Agra, because my colleague Maushmi Singh is there, and Jagan Prasad, the sitting MLA, is with her. Maushmi, I want to know, this is a reserved seat. I want to understand the voting patterns in Agra this morning. Lots of people coming out. Is it getting off to a slow start this morning, Maushmi?
That's right, Rahul. There are a lot of people coming out. There is an enthusiasm and anticipation in the air. I could see it in the voters. They were eager to go out and cast their vote and exercise their right. This is the power of democracy. आप लोगों ने सबने मत डाला है? दिखाइए. This is the power of democracy. This is the power of choice. And we have a khala here, but first we'll go to the candidate and then we'll go to the voter who's going to be the deciding who will be the judge today. Garg साहब, दूसरे साहब भी जो समाजवादी पार्टी के हैं वो भी गर्ग हैं. आप 5 बारी विधायक रह चुके हैं. भारी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी आपके खिलाफ.
कहाँ से मालूम पड़ा आपको?
पूछ रही हूँ आपसे.
अगर मेरे खिलाफ लोग होते हैं ना तो मुझे 4 बार विधायक नहीं बनाते
जी.
कोई मैंने काम कहा हुआ उनके दुख सुख में मैं साथ रहूंगा, तभी उन्होंने मुझे 4 बार विधायक है. कोई 1 बार बन के दिखा दे, मुझे दूसरी बार बन के दिखा दे. 4 बार कोई ऐसे नहीं बना देता है. कुछ ना कुछ काबिलियत होती है, कुछ किया हुआ होता तभी.
तो किन मसलों पे लड़ रहे हैं आप? सरकार की तमाम स्कीमें हैं जो उत्तर प्रदेश में पहुंची नहीं. जनधन की स्कीम है पर खाते खुले पर पैसे नहीं पहुंचे. तमाम जो किसानों की ऋण माफी वाली स्कीम है, या फिर जो किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड है, नोटबंदी की मार है. किस मुद्दे पे लड़ रहे हैं
आप? तो पहले नोटबंदी को तो नोटबंदी मत कहो, मैं उसको नोटबंदी नहीं मानता हूँ.
वोटबंदी कहूँ मैं?
नहीं, नोट बदली. नोटबंदी
पहले नोटबंदी वोटबंदी में तब्दील होगी कि नहीं होगी?
वोट हमको मिलेंगे, ज्यादा मिलेंगे.
ज्यादा मिलेंगे.
हमारी सरकार बन रही है. सरकार क्यों बन रही है? तो जितने विकास कार्य होने चाहिए प्रदेश में नहीं हुए. भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है, अपराध बहुत बड़े हैं. इसलिए हमें सरकार बनेगी हमारी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की. नोटबंदी की जो बात है वो नोटबंदी गलत कह रहे हैं लोग. नोट बदली थी. 15-20% नोट नकली चल रहे थे, उन नोटों पर रोक लगी है. उन्हीं के कारण
वोटर उसकी वजह से नाराज है कि नहीं है? नोटबंदी की वजह से नाराज है कि
नोट
नहीं?
वोटर नाराज होता तो आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी की रैली हुई थी कोटी मीना बाजार में. हम लोग उम्मीद कर रहे थे 1 लाख की भीड़ होगी, वहाँ 2.5 लाख की भीड़ आई थी और सबने समर्थन किया था. थोड़ी बहुत तो परेशानी होती है लेकिन उसके फायदे ज़्यादा हैं. और नोट बंदी नहीं थी, नोट बदली थी. 50 दिन का समय दिया था. जिन पर सही नोट है, नंबर 1 के नोट हैं, वो बैंक में जमा करे, दूसरे नोट ले.
पर बसपा का गढ़ माना जाता है ये. हमेशा बसपा ने काफी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया है. अभी भी 6 विधायक है बसपा के. तो आपको लगता है कि बसपा को मात दे पाएंगे आप लोग?
अब की 6 विधायक हमारे होंगे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी. हमारे पहले भी 7 रह चुके हैं. कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है, बीच में थोड़ी सी हो गया था.
All right, Rahul. So heavily populated is Agra city, and you have lots of issues. I was talking to you about women voters. I'll just take a quick reaction. आप सुबह आके वोट डाला, पूरे परिवार में सब महिलाओं ने ये मत बनाया है कि वोट डालेंगे इस बारी.
डालेंगे.
क्या खाला, क्या मुद्दा है आपका?
सही है, मोदी ने सही करा है.
अच्छा.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आ रही है दिक्कतें, गरीब आदमियों को बहुत परेशानी है. और ये बच्चे, स्कूल वाले, कॉलेज वाली लड़कियां बहुत परेशान है.
क्यों?
एम्प्लॉयमेंट
नहीं है.
ऐसा नहीं है ना, गरीब आदमियों को बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है यहाँ पे.
So Rahul, you can hear that voters here are queuing up. There is excitement. Sun is shining bright on Agra city as well as the voters. Even as I stand, they are all surrounded me and they are all eager to go cast their vote. And I would leave you with these 2 lines. कि दिल्ली में क्या हाय अकेले मरेंगे हम, तुम तो आगरा चले हो सजन क्या करेंगे हम. सारी लाइमलाइट, all the limelight is on Agra city, and that's the city of love where people think that development is an issue and that's what they're going to cast their vote on.
We just had to send you to Agra, Moshmi, and poetry is flowing this morning. That's interesting. That's what the city of Taj Mahal seems to do. I want to go across now and listen to what Pankaj Singh, he's Rajnath Singh's son, he's the BJP candidate from Noida. Let's listen to what Pankaj Singh is saying this morning. Pankaj Singh, Rajnath Singh, the Home Minister's son, he in fact interestingly didn't have Noida as his first option. He wanted to fight from his father's seat when his father was Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. That's the seat that Pankaj wanted to contest on, but Noida is what he's got and Noida is what he's fighting on. I want to go across to Supriya Bhardwaj. Supriya Bhardwaj is in Vrindavan in Mathura. Mathura is where we're seeing a pitched battle between TV star, national spokesperson of the BJP, Shrikant Sharma, and senior Congress leader, strong candidate from this seat, Pradeep Mathur. First, let's listen to what both the candidates are telling our reporters this morning.
जैसे बहन मायावती जी ने निराश किया था 2012 में, वैसे अखिलेश जी ने निराश किया है. तो हर मोर्चे पर अखिलेश जी पूरी तरह से विफल रहे हैं. तो जनता जनार्दन सब जानती है कि जब चुनाव में आते हैं तो किन मुद्दों को लेकर आते हैं. लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी विकास के मुद्दे पर चुनाव लड़ती है। हमने विकास किया है, हम विकास कर रहे हैं, आगे विकास करेंगे। इतिहास इस बात का गवाह है।
UP goes to poll today. There are 73 constituencies in 15 districts and one being Mathura, from where Congress's senior leader Pradeep Mathur, who happens to be the CLP also, the outgoing CLP, is with us at the moment. So interestingly, you've started your day after performing puja at the banks of River Yamuna and then at Dwarkadish temple. What's in store as far as this election is concerned?
I think you have seen that I have performed puja at the bank of River Yamuna and of course of the Dwarkadish. All Brijvasis and the resident and the voters of Mathura, Vrindavan and the village, they are with me because I am serving them for last 20 years, consecutively 15 years and one term between 85 to 90. So they have got tremendous faith in me. And the BJP candidate is an outsider and the local candidate is a Dal Badalu. So people are not accepting those two candidates because the outsider is not available and a man who is continuously changing the party, they don't have trust in them.
How important is this election? Because we are seeing that Samajwadi Party and Congress is in an alliance. How important is this election going to be as far as the state of Uttar Pradesh and also the national level is?
The Congress SP alliance is going to form the government. And it is very important, and you see the performance of the public, that public will definitely be going with the alliance because the Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has got wonderful image as far as the development is concerned, and he is a committed young man.
It's Pradeep Mathur, and Ajit was making just a very interesting point that he's a caste leader on a Brahman-dominated seat and he's won. He's the 4 times. So he's a formidable candidate up against another formidable candidate, Ashok, the local boy from Mathura for the BJP.
Srikanth is very much local.
Rising star of the BJP.
Well, I don't know about that. He's certainly a TV personality.
No, he's one of Amit Shah's favourites.
That's right. Yeah, but he is very much a local boy. He's worked very hard. In fact, he was a very strong contender for the Lok Sabha seat from Mathura in 2014, which went to Hema Malini. But he goes to Mathura very often. He's very much local boy. He knows the entire district. So he will be a formidable rival to Pradeep.
And he's up against a formidable rival. In fact, when the ticket was being given to him, it was said to him that only you can beat Pradeep Mathur, which is why you're being sent.
There's one more point. One point is that the Samajwadi candidate who would have got the ticket switched to the RLD, and therefore he'll be cutting Pradeep Mathur's vote.
Okay, so we've got Hukum Singh and his daughter Mriganka with us. They were Brajesh Pandey in Kairana. Let's quickly go across to the BJP's Hukum Singh. Brajesh?
Hukum Singh and his daughter Mriganka Singh, who's BJP candidate from Kairana. Sir, how confident are you of the victory from Kairana?
Fully confident.
What do you think are the main issues? Do you think that the Hindu exodus plank on which you built your narrative last 1 year, you think it will come into a factor, will be a major play here?
That was not at all a communal issue. It was complete breakdown of law and order. People were being threatened. Businessmen were being killed. They were leaving their homes. That was the issue. I always asserted that it is not a communal issue. They don't represent any community at all. Don't make them leaders.
No, but it was specifically focused on Hindu exodus, and it was suggested that the minority community was responsible for the kind of pressure which was put on the Hindus and therefore forcing them to migrate.
Sir, absolutely not. No community was blamed at all. Only criminals were blamed.
Ma'am, how confident are you of your victory from Kairana? This is your first foray into politics. Do you think you will be able to live up to the expectation?
Sure. My father's contribution has been so much, and it has gone down deeply into the minds of the people of Kairana. So the tremendous respect they have for him, I think they have started loving me as well.
So what are the main issues, do you think, which are into the focus as far as Kairana is concerned?
Main issue is development, which is a continuous process.
But do you agree to the fact that the opposition parties have alleged that your father tried to communalize the whole issue by focusing on Hindu exodus from Kairana? It also finds several mentions of various speeches done by BJP leaders all across the state.
Well, that is a harsh reality also. This entire issue it's a harsh reality in the entire area.
Do you agree that there is Hindu exodus due to the pressures by the minority community?
No. There has been an exodus of all people who are affluent and who were terrorized and threatened by criminal elements.
One last question. Your relative Anil Chauhan is also in the play. He's alleging that he was deprived of his ticket only because your father wanted you to get the ticket, kind of hinting at dynasty politics. What do you have to say on that?
Nothing of this dynastic. See, I'm an individual. Being his daughter is my privilege, of course, but that does not mean you deny me an opportunity. And as far as that is concerned, he did contest and he lost the election last time.
That's Brajesh Pandey speaking to Hukum Singh. And one of the charges, Rakesh Sinha, that the BJP tends to level at a Congress or an SP is that these are parties of dinners. So far, of the 370 odd seats that have been, or tickets that have been given, 39 have been given to those whose fathers or mothers were in politics. That's with the BJP. What's happening in the Sangh Parivar?
Look, ideally, relatives and siblings should not be given ticket. This is the ideal
Even
position.
the Prime Minister said so.
This is the ideal position. But you look, in practical politics, there are certain people who belong to the senior party leaders, but they are also working on the ground. That should not bar them. If someone is working on the ground and is a popular, this means you are barring someone because it does not become the demerit that you are a son and daughter of someone. But ideally, I think
because the original logic given by the BJP, Rakesh, was that those who've been working for more than 10 years, when Pankaj Singh's case was cited, have been given tickets, that they've been party members for more than 10 years. But then I can counter-argue, Ashok, by asking that, say, someone like an Utkrisht, who's the son of Swami Prasad Maurya, has been given a seat within months of joining the BJP. So, there's no logic to that.
See, the fact that political families are a reality in our country, across party lines.
No, then why attack the Congress and the SP?
It's like
how are your dinners? I mean, not your dinners per se, but I'm saying, how are the BJP's dinners any better than dinners of other parties?
Just one more interesting question is that the BJP's Congressizing is becoming more and more.
No. Here I would make it just.
Ashok wants to make a point.
Just sorry, Ashok. Because the other parties are being driven by the dynasty. Here, party is not being driven by the dynasty. Ashok is very
No, but these 39 people, if they were to win, what will they do later?
They are part of the politics, but they are not the driving seat. Here, from one generation to another.
But the benchmark, Ashok, keeps changing. First you say no dynasty, then you give tickets, then you say our dynasts are better than their dynasts.
No one's dynasty is better than anyone else's dynasty. Ashish Nandi, the sociologist, once made this very interesting distinction, and I actually believe that, between dynasties and families. He said there are families of doctors. There are families where one son and one daughter may both be interested in politics and may join politics. That is different from a dynasty where a particular seat or a particular position in a party, the leadership, is handed down from father to son or mother to daughter.
This is purposive sampling.
No, but Hukum Singh is the MP. One second. Can I finish?
One second. I've been shouting for the last few days. Hukum Singh is the MP. Mriganga Singh is the daughter.
Finish?
Yes, you must.
In the BJP, or like in the other parties, there are examples of families where two people happen to be in politics together. There are also examples of seats being passed on from father to son or father to daughter, which I do not think is a good thing. So I am opposing it.
No, everybody opposes it, but then Manisha Prem, in the end, they go out and give tickets, and then the logic keeps changing. First you say the Dinesh should have been working for 10 years, then I cite some examples of Dinesh who've just joined weeks ago or months ago, and then there is no logic. Then you say our Dinesh are somehow better than other Dinesh. Manisha? Okay, give me a moment. Okay, yes, clearly the earpiece not working there. This is indeed, Vivek, an issue which nobody has a strong, compelling response to.
That is what actually, you start justifying when it suits to you. And when it doesn't suit to you, you shift the bar at other level. So,
like Mayawati's attack when Mukhtar Ansari was supposed to be joining the SP and ultimately you made him join the BSP. So it's a bit similar.
I think actually, you can definitely construct an idea and then, put it as something else.
All political parties are on weak grounds. The logic, the sermon from the pulpit is reserved for the opponent.
No, but usually you see the underdogs are always stigmatized. That is also true, and also in the construction.
Here, sir?
I'm talking about when it is Mayawati for Ansaris, then actually they become goons. But they have a history.
No, they were goons even when they were in the SP.
No, but I'm saying
they were goons even when they were in the SP.
You have to.
So how do they become Messiahs when they are in your party?
I'm saying that you are only counting Mukhtar. What about his history? What about his son? Is he also a Gunda?
No,
His brother is also a
It's the
Gunda.
history that we are taking
that
umbrage
is-
to. It's the history which is problematic.
No,
It's
but
the
you see,
history
they have
which
been
is
also freedom fighters. Their grandfather was freedom fighter. Now you are discounting the whole history of actually their legacy, and you are only putting at one man, and that's what I say that purposive sampling and purposive construction.
Very vast clan which includes actually our respected vice president, who is a perfectly good gentleman. They are a very vast clan, the Ansaris.
So you
but
have
the point is, Mukhtar Ansari has a criminal record.
That is only one person who has been given ticket, but there are
and who
three
controls
others.
the party? He controls his party.
I don't think so.
Who controls the party?
No, you cannot say that.
He and his brothers control the party.
Qawmi Ekta Dal, but actually there are people who are voting at the grassroots level, but they are not guided only by his muscle power.
See, the fact is,
there is also commitment towards. What about Chandrabal Yadav, the other Yadavs who have been terrorizing Dalits not to vote? Now there is some explanation from the other side also.
There is a point he has. Mukhtar Ansari is not an angel at all. But the fact is, Mukhtar Ansari has a certain vote, which is what makes it so attractive to the BSP.
Essentially, it comes down to winnability. Essentially, it comes down to caste, it comes down to biradri. Those are the factors that matter most. People can say what they please. That is the way elections are fought.
Rahul, one in democracy. Sorry. I'm saying that one in democracy, in this democracy, world's largest democracy, out of 403, you don't get even one minority community representation, and you say that we are democracy?
Just referring to the BJP.
I'm saying that if you are not representative,
they haven't given a single ticket
to Muslim candidate, and you call your words democracy.
That's something Ashok needs to respond to.
And you call it sabka saath, sabka vikas.
Rakesh ji, you must respond to that.